Mead for Metal podcast. Sorry.
What an odd band.
Burnt Sherpa. One of the majors released today.
Wow. On Relapse Records.
Well, I wouldn't call him a major,
man.
but anything that comes out on a day when Kerry King puts out his new record can go fuck itself. So,
Man, what a weird fucking time. It's like, oh, Slayer quits. They called it a day.
the least talented guy in Slayer decides he's going to put out his own shit.
Yeah. Like, what Tom Araya doing? Nothing. And he is the most likable guy in that band outside of Gary
Living
Holt.
now.
Gary Holt. Gary Holt is
Gary Holt's class act.
a hell of a man.
Yeah, but falls off real fast after those two, though.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure Kerry King probably has bottles of Jägermeister at his house, but just, I mean, even that aspect of his existence is weird.
You think he buys the hype of who he portrays himself to be?
Oh, absolutely. That's why he has tattoos on his head.
What an asshole! Oh well.
And a chain for a fucking a strap on his guitar, which just fucking looks like a BC Rich from hell. Which usually that's what teenagers want.
Yeah, back in the 90s. So Kerry King's like a teenager from the 90s, meaning, well, I think he's probably also that in that middle capacity as well.
Yeah, and he's doing a tour now for this album that came out today, which, spoiler, did not listen to it. I heard two songs a couple weeks ago. I'm like, I think I know what this album's going to sound like just from that.
So some comes on, I go, God, what the fuck is this? And I'll look down. Oh, Kerry King, bump.
Yeah, no, it's a pass. That's a fucking long and short of it. And he's doing live shit, and he's also doing Slayer songs. Now, they're Slayer songs he wrote. I'll give him that. He's not like just doing all the hits.
Well, good, because he shouldn't be banging out their shit from like back.
Well, here's
in
the
early
problem.
Formation days.
I watched a video because I wanted to hear like they did Rain and Blood. I was like, I want to. Yeah, fuck. I like that Slayer song. I like 5 Slayer songs. Not enough to search them out.
All of them, but Seasons from Hell or something.
Seasons of the Abyss has
Seasons of the Abyss.
Dead Skin Mask is on that. I like that song a lot because it's a Leatherface kind of tribute song. Pretty cool. Rain and Blood, of course. Fucking Angel of Death. Actually, South of Heaven might actually have more.
That one's. If I do like one of theirs, that one's the one.
Yeah, South of Heaven is good. Yeah, fuck, it might. And, the opening track off of Diabolus. That came out in, like, 2001. Those are the 5 Slayer songs I dig.
I like one, maybe. And that depends on the mood I'm in. I'm not probably seeking that shit out to throw it on a playlist around here.
Well, the funny thing, here's the goddamn problem. This motherfucker does this song, and, sound like Slayer. Frontman from Death Angels singing on there.
Mark, Onaga or whatever the fuck it is.
Something like that. It's a tough one. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. All right, this is fine. And then it gets, because the end of it has that insane solo from Jeff Hanneman on it.
Yeah.
The song ends right before that.
Oh, well, so at least he knows he can't fucking play like Hanneman did.
And he does not have a guitar player. I don't know if the other guitar player can or just they're like, no, don't do that part.
It might be respect.
Yeah, but don't you want to hear the whole fucking song?
Yeah, so maybe don't play that fucking song, right?
Or just play your shit. This is your band. And Slayer's coming back in a little bit anyway to do a few more live shows. Yeah, hope everybody that went to their farewell tour fucking feels happy now.
You can't trust anyone now. Because remember that? When Motley Crue said they were never, ever going to tour again.
They signed a contract.
And I celebrated. I threw almost like a party of sorts. And... No, like 6 months later, like, no, we're all old and need money. We're like the Eagles. Yeah.
Oh, we got to get rid of that guitar player.
Got to get rid of Mick Mars, though, the guy that actually was the fucking backbone of this band.
Yeah, oh my God, dude. I mean, John Five, great guitar player, used to play guitar for Rob Zombie.
I got nothing against John Five. I have everything against everybody in Motley Crue, not by the name of Mick Mars.
Yeah. Even like Tommy Lee, I'm okay with. Like, usually drummers are the least offensive, even though it's fucking Tommy Dreamer with that 13-inch fucking wrench he's rocking. I don't know what it looks like now. Probably like a chewed-up piece of gum. But, god damn, Vince Neil is a murderer.
Piece of shit. Yeah, that's right.
Murderer, piece of shit.
Like Hanoi Rocks, do you? Well, thanks Vince Neil.
Nikki Sixx is the Lars Ulrich of that band.
Yeah.
He's always saying shit. Always trying to fucking say, like, well, this is why Mick Mars ain't in the band anymore, guys. It was, it was all this. And then all of a sudden, Mick Mars like, well, y'all use backing tracks all the time. And it took a court case to fucking be like, yeah, we did that. Like, oh. God damn, just going to like pay $200-$300 for a Motley Crue arena show and they're not doing dick.
Yeah.
At least with John 5, I know that motherfucker's going to be playing guitar.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, just not Mick Mars, the guy from my hometown where I was born, by the way.
I'm surprised that motherfucker's still alive.
He doesn't look like he should be.
No.
But then again, what glam rocker out of the 80s does?
He looks like he just like fucking like used to be Lon Chaney's fucking stunt double in The Mummy.
Yeah. Although I will say Don Dawkins, shockingly, he looks old, but he doesn't look haggard like fucking all the rest of them out of that era.
I bet maybe he just lived a cleaner life.
Guess. I don't know.
Not a lot of Dawkins drinking
The
stories
only
out
reason
there.
I even know shit about Don Dockett is the fact he's an ESP signature artist. So,
Oh, he get the big ones.
yeah.
I wonder if he can still hit those high notes in Dream Warriors.
No,
with his voice. Because he sang too, right?
guitar player.
Oh, he was just guitar. Oh, goddamn. Who fucking sang for?
I don't fucking remember because Dawkins was terrible. And I know one person listening to this on a Sunday is going to be angry I said that. But
Hey.
I don't give a shit.
Take it easy.
Dawkins was horrible. Never, I mean, put him right up there with, I don't know, Crocus or fucking.
We're the Dream Warriors.
And I blame the We Are the World on that shit because apparently it kind of had a weird bleed effect into hair metal at the time. Like, hey, let's all make really, really happy pussy music, huh?
Yeah, that's also that. Who's that motherfucker that sings like he holding in a shit? Bruce Springsteen. He was on that too, right?
Was he? I don't know.
We're gonna help each other.
He's a right cunt though. Anybody gives themselves a nickname and then that's what they demand everybody kind of refer to him as.
Did he call himself the boss?
Yes.
Oh, that's so fucking gross.
He said it was because somebody wrote an article on it and called him that the first time, and he rattles it off, but I have never found it. I'm pretty sure he's making that up.
That's fucking ridiculous.
You can call me the boss though.
All right, Bruce. Anyway,
I don't think he was. Did he do? Now I'm gonna have to fucking Google because I don't know if he did that shit or not. If he did, then it would not surprise me because that was a very commercial endeavor for a lot of people.
God damn. Just could you imagine being from the same state that had Bruce Springsteen and Bon Jovi in it?
God, I would stop telling people I'm from fucking New Jersey.
Yeah. I mean, living there in general sounds horrible. I've only been through it on a Greyhound bus, and Newark looks fucking terrifying. I don't know.
My guess. Well, fuck me, I don't know. Because it comes right up. You go Bruce Springsteen, and it goes Are the World. And it plugs in.
There it is.
I guess.
I knew it.
Let me hit cast. Here we go. Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie, Diana Ross, Billy Joel, Tina Turner, Dan Aykroyd. That's weird.
Huh?
Bob Dylan, Ray Charles, Kenny Rogers, Willie Nelson, Harry Belafonte, Bruce Springsteen.
We are the world. Do we know
That is
anybody that
one-
likes Bruce Springsteen?
Well, who would?
That's what
right?
I'm saying.
I don't know.
Put that in
I
the
get
vetting
it.
process.
People, well, he's a legend. Yeah, I know. So's Bob Dylan, but I'm not fucking listening to him.
Yeah.
Certainly not outside of anything he did after 1966.
Yeah, it'd be hard to fucking throw out like what Bob Dylan song came out last 3 years that was really good.
No, none of them. But he's not as bad as, say, I don't know, Don Henley and trying to sue fucking people and get videos taken down off of YouTube for anybody that so much as even thinks about daring to cover an Eagles song.
Anybody that says Don Henley is the greatest singer drummer that ever lived needs to go listen to Mastodon like today.
Yeah, right
Bron
now. Stop this podcast.
Bron Daler, he's the man. That they fucking watch a channel called Drumeo. I put it up over here all the time, especially when it's like this person plays this for the first time.
Drumeo's pretty great because it's like a studio crew, and they basically just get some guy that comes in, doesn't know what's going on, and they'll play back. They cut the drum part out, and they make sure that the artist has never heard the song before, whether that's the case or not. I have my doubts.
Yeah, there's some. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, but But then that's the whole thing is that then they'll sit there and they'll listen to the guitar parts, the bass parts, the vocal, whatever, and they start putting it all together. A lot of them, the better drummers out there, they've got a legal pad and a fucking pen, and they're taking a bunch of notes.
Yeah.
The ones that are a little less great, they just note it mentally, I guess. But
Dude, well, fucking Chad Smith did one, like hearing 30 Seconds March for the first time, and that motherfucker just started. He was just listening to it. Just started playing.
yeah,
And it sounded fucking amazing.
right. Probably Mike Portnoy, probably still my favorite one on the whole.
Yeah,
shit.
that one, that just worked out really great because he did the Drumeo thing. 2 weeks later, that dude's back in Dream Theater.
Yeah, that was
And
kind of a Mike Portnoy high moment.
Yeah,
for-
dude, that was a great fucking moment. However, that is one of the episodes because they did Nickelback's "Burn It to the Ground," and he's like, "Yeah, I never heard that before." And they're like, "Well, that's Nickelback." He's like, "Oh, well, I was gonna be on tour with them, like learn a few of their songs."
right.
"Burn It to the Ground" is like one of their top 5 biggest songs.
Right. And so that's like, oh, you've never heard this before.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, like.
Okay. All right.
But it's still a great rendition. I'm sure that guy didn't have that in his back pocket. He's just
Right.
like, well, I kind of know this song. I think I can do it.
Yeah, Drumeo, it's pretty great when they do. They do a lot of other shit on there, but the ones where they bring in artists though, yeah, that's a good time.
Yeah, they got Bron Daler doing a full playthrough of Steam Breather, which that dude also sings that song. It's crazy to just what this motherfucker's doing and singing. I can't even play guitar and sing.
Everybody in Mastodon sings except for one fucking member.
Yeah, fucking god damn it. The lead guitar player that
Right.
not fucking oh god damn, my fucking brain isn't Brent Hines.
It's
It's not Brent Hines.
It's weird you can think of
Bill
Bron
Keller.
Naylor, but
Bill
yeah,
Keller.
Yeah. Another ESP artist, by the way.
Goddamn right. Yeah. And then bass player. Yeah, bass player seems to I don't even like to say who the actual singer of that band is. I feel like they share the duties between them. And Troy is your like grunty, like fucking emotional type of fucking singer. Brent Hines
Is your that's that guy because I'm pretty sure he's the one that does about a pretty good chunk of the vocals on "Crack the Sky."
probably, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like his approach. It's a little more brutal, but there's a quality to it that's
that
kind of really
honestly,
saves it.
I think fucking Behinds, like
Behinds.
just in general, isn't like a really great singer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when he does sing, it's got like a bluesy type of fucking vibe to it.
Yeah.
That's just behind all this metal. Bron Daler might actually be the one that's like, oh, if you need high shit, I can do that. But just also remember, I'm fucking playing some pretty complicated drums here as well.
Right. Yeah, because they're pretty full on prog metal, I'd say at this point.
Yeah, but goddamn, the storytelling they do, man, is fucking amazing.
So it's the Mead for Metal podcast.
How the fuck you cunts doing?
We obviously have no Krista this time around.
We got no Krista. We got no LJ.
We ain't got shit.
We ain't got shit. God damn it.
Now,
Yep.
Krista fully expected me to just rouse her, endlessly here. I won't do that because she's got to fucking work.
Okay, I'll do it. Nana boo boo. Stick your head in doo doo.
Well, she's been real busy now. Granted, a lot of it's school, as she points out when she's
hell yeah.
here. But goddamn, it's like I think she's made 2 out of the last 5. I want to say, like, all right. LJ, well, he's just busy.
Yeah.
I guess he had. We didn't get a segment because he had to pick up and leave immediately after he got off of work today to head out for, I guess, a graduation.
Yeah, and when you work nights,
Yeah.
that's probably just speaking from experience. That's a tough thing to do. So we will be handling the metal.
All of it.
All of it. Well,
Actually,
fuck,
we'll see. I mean, we open with Burnt Sherpa. You might get more than that. We'll talk Paul Bearer, I'm sure, at some point.
Absolutely. Haven't heard it yet. Have not heard. Heard a third of it because there are 6 songs on that album,
Okay.
and we've heard 2.
Yeah, because they cranked out 2 before they dropped it. God, if you're only going to have 6, why are you fucking releasing 2?
And they put out a video today for the title track, which I have avoided.
We'll check that out after the after the podcast.
Oh
But
yeah, I got a brick of weed I needed to take care of before I put that shit on.
get into some Paul Bearer with their saxophony music and stuff. And
You know, I feel like we talked about that, right?
I'm sure.
So after hearing it, it wasn't as obnoxious as I thought it would
Still
be.
a saxophone.
It is still a saxophone.
That'd be like
to
somebody
metal.
going, man, the banjo kind of lends a certain je ne sais quoi that I hadn't really expected. Like, oh, well, it's just another noisemaker. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but you know, I feel like they incorporated it as well as you could in a metal song. It wasn't too crazy. It was following the tropes of the song, and it was there for about 60 seconds, and it was gone.
Yeah, well, it's still there. I mean, that's fine. Whatever.
Come on, man, Tim Capello. That's a pretty metal saxophone player right there.
Goddamn. Yeah, well,
On the way. God, I'm doing a lot of singing.
a lot of it, right?
Yeah. Well, you've got a song on your heart.
You just let it out.
You let it out. Like if you got hate, you let it out.
You got to let it out.
You got a song in your heart, you let it out too.
Learned all of that. Learned all that shit.
I got both.
Okay. I wanted to bring it up. Don Dokken does do the lead vocal. He is not. He is not the ESP artist. That's fucking George Lynch.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I get those two assholes confused because they all suck.
I was gonna say I didn't know Don Dokken played guitar.
He does. He's rhythm, but
okay.
But yeah, but he's the lead vocal. I was thinking because goddamn it, there's a band out of that era, and I thought it was Dokken, but I'm clearly wrong. That where it's the fucking lead guitar player. It's his band and his name, not the fucking singer, not the front man.
Fuck.
well.
That is a weird one.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. You know, W.A.S.P got Blackie Lawless, bass player.
Yeah,
That dude looked like Mick Mars' sister.
Back when I saw him in like fucking 85, 86.
That's pretty cool, though. That is cool.
They opened for Iron Maiden on the Power Slave tour. So
Fuck yeah, man. I mean, like, if you wanted to see W.A.S.P do their thing, that's the era to do it.
yeah,
If you want to see W.A.S.P.
it was W.A.S.P, it was Rat, and it was Iron Maiden.
Now, that's fucking weird.
Rat and W.A.S.P are a little similar. W.A.S.P and Iron Maiden could be similar, but fucking Rat and Iron Maiden are not similar.
No, yeah, Rat.
Rat ass.
Did they get?
100% rat ass.
Did they have like fucking Milton Berle up there cross dressing,
No.
like they did in the music videos?
No, they did not. They just came out and
Did they
were
play
the-
Round and Round?
They were they were the opener for Iron Maiden's
Okay.
Power Slave tour.
Okay, so it was Rat opening,
It
W.A.S.P.
was,
co-main.
no, it was W.A.S.P and then Rat and then Iron Maiden.
God, that's insulting. God damn.
I want to say it was one of Rat's tours, but they weren't good enough to be. They got put onto a bigger tour.
You're not. Yeah, you're not beating Iron Maiden.
No, especially not on the Power Slave tour.
Yeah,
God damn.
Yeah. That's the weird thing. Is fucking Judas Priest and Iron Maiden ever toured together?
Probably just because they've both been around for fucking ever.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like those. When I think Iron Maiden, I think Judas Priest and vice versa.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Probably because I discovered the bands kind of at the same time.
Yeah, I guess, and they're both British metal, but
Yeah. Well, they ain't both gay, so it's not that.
all of them with each other.
okay.
One band and another band.
Rob Halford gay, Bruce Dickinson a pilot of airplanes. I feel like that's a correlation.
Flying Ed Force One.
That's pretty good name. God damn it, I was going to talk shit. But I couldn't. Iron Maiden dude, fuck. God damn it. Yeah, I can't talk shit. Can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. When I start thinking about Iron Maiden, God, I'm more inclined to think of like Grim Reaper, maybe,
See you in hell.
or Halloween, or I mean,
Halloween. And now that one, I could agree
yeah,
with you on that.
I don't the Judas Priest because man, KK Downing used to be in the band.
Now tours under KK Downing's Judas Priest.
Yeah, is he really? Damn. All right. Well, I really like that dude. I thought, man, this is a dude's playing style I can really get behind. Dave Murray from Iron Maiden just kind of made me rethink that. And I went, no, that's okay. Judas Priest's all right, but they ain't Iron Maiden. So you got Dave Murray and And you had they'd added that other cat that looks like a young Dave Murray, which is only weird, but from like fucking Norway or something like that. So they've got effectively 3 guitar players now. Pardon?
They had to get a Viking.
He looks like a young Dave Murray.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's like every time I see that dude, it's like my brain starts like
Which one are you?
Kind of starts the sprocket kind of gets hung up a little bit on the chain, you know.
Hey now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Iron Maiden was kind of really my last foray, really into enjoying metal before I said, fuck all this, I'm going punk. And that's kind of where I had found myself through my junior and senior years in high school.
Yeah, and then, oh, fuck, man, right before you went to the service, that's when you started listening to, like, grunge and shit, right?
That was after I went in. Man, I was listening to fucking really nothing.
Right,
And by
right,
nothing, I mean, like, country. But yeah, I just shit just to keep your fucking brain occupied. When you're a young person, you know what I'm saying. It's
Well, Pearl Jam was your bag.
When 10 came out, but it wasn't even brand new. I was deployed. I was over in Okinawa. I got back and it had been out for like 5-6 months. I get back and it's like, what the fuck is this?
I leave for this moment and this happens while I'm away?
Which then immediately launched me into, I like all grunge except for Alice in Chains. But otherwise, that's pretty great.
I don't know. I still think that's a really cool story. Being able, like, being a Metallica fan late in their career.
Yeah.
Being an Alice Chains fan when they're opening a new chapter.
Oh, yeah. Well, after that, I mean, Black Gives Way to Blue, I didn't listen to that for like a year after it came out. I was kind of angry because I thought Jerry Cantrell should have stayed as a solo artist and just doing his own shit.
Well, Boggy Depot and Degradation Trip, those are 2 very strong albums.
3 strong albums right there.
Yeah, I forgot one of them double album. Brighton, and I like how Brighton is like him now.
It's
still pretty. There's some bummer moments in there, but it's not
very few. I mean,
the music is very light.
It's a shockingly positive album for Jerry Cantrell.
Yeah.
And Brighton is one I can fully get behind that one. But yeah, Black Gives Way to Blue. It took me a little while because I was like, I don't like Alice in Chains, man. I'm not. I love Jerry Cantrell. Not a fan of Alice in Chains. And I guess I don't know. I guess I always thought Layne Staley was a fucking punk ass and didn't like him. So.
Probably lost 3 listeners right there. Fuck you, man.
Nah, those people don't listen to this shit.
Now, I'm in the rare camps. Like, I like the band Alice in Chains.
Then and now, right?
Yeah. I mean, the goddamn motherfuckers just can't appreciate a good thing when they got it.
Yeah.
Realize how lucky that band is to have William DuVall?
Well, you know what? The weird...
I think
people absolutely... You got your Layne Staley fans, and that's whatever, man. I mean, you
can have a preference. You know, like, yeah, you know, of course I'm a fan of the Staley stuff, but I just like William DuVall more. Or vice versa. That is totally all right. But to be these cocksuckers like, man, it ain't the same. Well, you don't have Layne Staley, R.I.P.
Should have just went ahead and that's it. Just folded up the band.
Yeah, you motherfuckers didn't say shit about when Mike Starr died because he wasn't in the band when he died, and Layne Staley wasn't really in fucking Alice in Chains when he died either.
It's weird to me that guy died in what, 03?
Layne.
Yeah, it was 03.
03 or 04.
Weirdly enough, I've been working at this job then by that when he died. I'd already been out there like 2 years. And I was like, oh, Layne Staley died? Huh. All right. Moving on.
Well, anyway.
Because he hadn't fucking toured with him since what, 96?
Yeah. They were all, I mean, that's when fucking Boggy Depot and Degradation Trip, I think, came out a little bit after his death. But that's what Jerry Cantrell was fucking doing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can't do music in my band. I'm going to go do my own thing.
Yeah.
That is going to fucking be in the same vein. Going to have Robert Trujillo on bass, by God.
Yeah.
And you're going to get work done. And who knows, maybe even outshine what you did in fucking Alice in Chains. I hate to throw a Soundgarden reference in there.
Well, I think he did in a lot of ways. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I love Jerry Cantrell's musicianship. I love his writing. The guy does a lot of things very well that nobody else in all of rock and roll does right now.
Yeah.
And hasn't for a very long time. So, yeah, when I see people, it's like, man, they should have just went ahead and just folded up the band. Jerry could do whatever he wants to do. It's like, well, it's Jerry's band. Why do you want Jerry to fold up Jerry's band? Would you fold up your band if it was your band? I don't think you would. Well, yeah, I would. Well, those are people you just got to ignore. You can't let that.
They're the same people that think fucking Kurt Cobain's a martyr for the grunge movement.
Well, he was fucking married to Courtney Love. I mean, he was a martyr of love, sure.
And man, I don't know. I don't understand it. Like I have a really good friend. I haven't talked to him in years, but I still consider him a really good friend. Who fucking loves Nirvana and gets something out of it on I would say a spiritual level, even sometimes out of it. And I just never understood it. It's like this sounds. I think Nirvana sounds more like, especially on the earlier shit, more punk than fucking whatever grunge could have been at the time.
Is that a friend of yours? His name starts with a J?
Yes.
Well, here's an interesting thing now that we're a nice transition into
Talk
this.
about your best segue ever.
Is that so? I've had time off for like 7 years. It's stupid, but it does pull up shit out of my socials and goes, remember this?
It knows your life.
It's better than me having to get on Facebook. If I don't have to get on Facebook, I'm not going to. But 12 years ago, this came up, and it's one of the funnier bits of dialogue between one of my musician friends, Brandon, and someone else from last night on Facebook. And the conversation was, Brandon, met a girl tonight I actually like. One of you bastards has her number. Fork it over. The friend in question, Jeremy, says, but you're a big, rich rock star. You've got millions of girls, right? Brandon's response, no. I'm a poet with a drinking problem. And I can appreciate that. And that was actually like months before we started hanging out.
Yeah.
So.
No, that was back when I was doing all my drinking at home. Yeah. I was also drinking pints of Crystal Palace every day.
Ugh.
Good times. Good times.
Saw you. So somebody I know used to work with once upon a time. It turns out, man, if vodka is like basically your diet, you look like you're on meth. Saw this chick, I was like, man, methy. Somebody's like, oh, no, alcoholism. Like, huh?
Yeah, well, that's why I'd always mix that shit with like Dr. Pepper.
Meth?
Yeah, meth and Dr. Pepper. Delicious. There's 24 fucking ingredients in this bitch.
Well, this chick wakes up and has vodka for breakfast, so.
That's, you know what? I admit I love drinking, but I can't fucking wrap my brain around it. As soon as I open my eyes, I got to get whiskey or vodka in my mouth. I can't, which is, I guess, is a good thing.
Yeah.
But like, just wake up and be like, time to drink. Where my drink at?
Man, even going camping, when I'll crack a beer at like 10 a.m., but I ain't cracking one at 9 a.m. And mainly because it's too weird to me to fucking like, well, my bacon and eggs are down in the belly. Let's go ahead and drink some Budweisers now. I can't mix beer into my breakfast food.
No. God damn, I've done that one time. There was a spot in Vegas, well off the strip. That was
Golden Nugget?
No. This is like fucking actually like in the town.
Oh, where townies go.
But it was a place that would do like keg and eggs. So I got a Guinness and a fucking English breakfast. Because I was like, well, why the fuck not? I'm in Vegas. I want to do weird shit.
Sure.
I was full for the whole fucking day. Just by that one beer and that proper English breakfast, which had the whole thing.
Guinness bestows a certain fullness anyway. And an English breakfast, you can go fuck yourself. That's enough to feed a family of 4.
Goddamn, 3 sausage links, fucking
bunch of blood pudding.
I gave that to a friend.
Fucking roasted tomatoes, baked beans. Yeah.
The beans, yep, which I think were Bush's.
Oh,
but you know what? That's okay. I was like, those are all right. That's a familiar flavor.
Oh, yeah, but if you get the ones that they Heinz, I think. I don't know. They don't sell them in this country. It's an American company. They sell their baked beans over in fucking Britain. And that's the normal go-to.
That is I
think it may be Heinz, but
it's a high compliment.
but how good can they be? So, I mean, if they're serving you bushes, you might be getting a step up for over what the average English breakfast would be.
What's your favorite Chinese restaurant ever? Do you have one?
Yeah, the Golden Dragon in El Paso.
The Golden
Dragon?
Golden
Name. Wall. Golden Wall.
Golden Wall.
It
Why? It's always like dragon or wall.
Yeah.
We had a great wall buffet and
The old Wall Dragon?
yeah. Yeah, that actually sounds like a glory hole reference.
Well, you never know.
But hey, why don't we let's stoke some people's appetite for some Chinese food?
Yeah. Oh, the old China coast. Off to the coast. No LJ, but we do have a coast.
Welcome to China. China.
For a short time, China Coast is stirring up sizzling cashew chicken. But hurry, because tender chicken stir-fried with fresh broccoli, crisp carrots, and roasted cashews is going fast at a red-hot price of $5.99. And because you crave egg rolls, every entree comes with our free appetizer platter with endless refills. When you want the most, hurry in for cashew chicken before the offer ends. You got the crave for China Coast. Get the crave.
Turn that shit down. Turn that shit back up. Where are we?
Well, pallbearer, that sounds like Foundations of Burden pallbearer, but it takes you to the last minute to get there.
Well, thankfully, unlike Plea for Understanding, it's not an 11-minute song. That is all like mecha depresso.
Well, apparently, though, everything on that record, though, is there's one that's under 7 minutes, I guess. But then again, as you were pointing out, there's only 6. It still blows me away they dropped 2 for some fucking reason.
Yeah, and a third on day of release, the title track.
That's a little bizarre for my taste, but hey, that's all right. You do you, Paul.
I don't know. I've never had fun. Well, you're in the biz where you know like what that shit should be to be able to fucking keep you visible.
Well, 6 is still 6 is that weird spot. It's like, well, is this actually an LP or is it an EP? It doesn't matter. We live in the modern digital age. It does not matter. There are no sides or any of that shit, anything. But it is weird, though, to release 1/3 of your record before the release date.
Yeah, it is a little on the weird side, but I want to say Forgotten Days wasn't super long either.
I don't know. That was such an unimpressive record. We were talking about that earlier. Like, I can't recall really anything off of that. And it's because I think, I don't know about you, but I listened to it 3-4 times and went, I think I'm good. I
don't even think I gave it that much love. And I really also think it's because there was a lot of other like great music going on at the time that it just made shit on that album a little more like, man, this just isn't my bag right now.
Yeah. Shit, I don't know. Finding out there's a lot of music that's been around because some of the stuff I'm getting into now is like, oh, that came out 5 years ago. From then till now, but I'm finding like that post-grunge shit's really kind of right in the wheelhouse of what I want to hear right now.
Right. And you found some good shit.
Yeah. Super Heaven obviously was one of them, but Garage is another one. Narrowhead, that's one to fucking definitely get into. That band that LJ had talked about last show, Wheel, they fall in that category in a way. It's not really full-on post-grunge, but
a little bit more on the heavier side.
And the same with Aberdeen is Dead, which is a perfect name for a follow-up band that was called Aberdeen.
Yeah, no shit. that band ain't here no more. But where's this band now?
That band gone. But
yeah, man, Paul Bear. I have some. I have high hopes.
We'll see. We'll listen to all 6 here in a little bit, but again, we've already heard 1/3 of it. So
yeah, and I'll be honest, that third of the album I enjoyed. Even the goddamn saxophone, because everything before that on Endless Space, my bad. I've had some weed to drink.
I've had a slurp of beer.
everything that happens before that and after that is really fucking good.
It closes that. God damn it! But my problem is, it feels like they're trying to make everybody happy. They're like, well, here's some stuff that's kind of a new angle for us. Here's some shit though for you old timers that've been listening for a decade or better.
Man, every album since Foundations of Burden has been very different. Heartless was very different. And then Forgotten Days was very different from Heartless. And I feel like that trend's going to continue.
Now, this one, what is it? Fading of the Light or whatever. I don't know.
Mine Burns Alive.
Mine Burns, yeah, something. Yeah. Yeah, I was in that neighborhood. I was in the same city anyhow. But yeah, the guy bothers me a little bit because he looks like the cat from 40 Watt Sun and is trying to sing like him as well. It's a little off-putting, actually. A little
Wish
off-putting.
I'd never introduced you to that band.
I'm actually glad you did. 40 Watt Sun is great if you want to be a bass player.
Yeah.
Because they don't really have one. So all you got to do is dial up some of that shit, get out the fucking 4-string or 12-string if you're feeling bawdy.
Well, and also, like if you want that type of creativity that Patrick Walker brings, but you want a little more edge, just put it on that doom metal band he had before 40 Watt Sun called Warning. They're hard to find because you type in Warning Band and the first thing pops up is a bunch of girls. That's called The Warning.
I'm assuming that's not it.
That ain't the band you seek. Basically, look for something that looks akin to Led Zeppelin 4 album cover and play that motherfucker. Same vocals. Well, actually, the vocals of that motherfucker are a little more like powerful and sad.
Talking about Patrick Walker, right?
Yeah. But the music is doomy as fuck.
Oh, cool.
40 Watt Sun is that atmospheric type of like fucking.
It's sad bastard music as well.
Oh fuck yeah, and it's fucking
what
beautiful.
but it is again. But it's nice and slow. So if you're just like trying to learn bass scales, you can play along to shit with. It's actually pretty fucking great.
Yeah,
Because I'm not what you might call a bass player. I own a couple basses, but
I'll be honest. I feel pretty good about my bass skills over the past 6 months.
yeah. Well, we got our friend Jack who's legitimately trying to learn bass. And you got fucking assholes like me and Brandon jumping in like, hold on, let me play this bass real quick. Playing by ear. You know, he's learning actual music theory and why shit works the way it does and all this other shit. Learn, how to be an actual bass player. Brandon and I at every turn like, no, hold on, man. Let me play this shit. Bring up some tab.
I want to play adult Guitar Hero if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Goddamn, I know the.
But it's a good time.
Oh fuck yeah! If someone was like, "Hey, does anybody know the bass line to Wood by Alice in Chains?" Like, I do.
I want to go fast.
Shit.
But and Brandon does it exceptionally well.
It's just, but
certain ones.
But it's only because of the delivery method. My brain works like I see it, and then I hear the tempo, and I play the numbers I see.
Right.
It's basically playing a video game.
Just better.
But it made it stick. Oh yeah, no, a lot more fucking entertaining. I'll admit. I mean, Guitar Hero is great. I love Guitar Hero. I always will. But goddamn, being able to fucking translate that over into real shit that isn't like like Rocksmith or anything. Just seeing a tab.
Yeah.
Kind of played in the same way. It's pretty goddamn cool. I haven't tried it with actual guitar yet because that just gets way too complicated.
I don't play guitar by tab anyway. As a matter of fact, the worst fucking possible thing is I play just directly by sight and ear.
That's good. I mean, goddamn.
In a way, but then it's like when you get down to brass tacks, like I actually want to learn this song. Well, I've got to bring up YouTube, see some asshole and go, does it sound like he's playing it right? Sounds like he's playing it right. Okay, I'm going to assume he's not full of shit, so let's see how he's playing it, and then I will pick that up and I will commit it to memory. And the older I get, the less that memory is really available. That RAM about full up.
Start getting rid of old shit like how to wipe.
Years ago.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, that 12-string Schecter bass is still the most ridiculous thing I've ever purchased. But I have no regrets.
Fuck no, man. I mean, it's almost amazing, like, how close it is to that Gibson of yours as far as, like, color. It's just more matte.
Oh, yeah.
It's got that,
same
like,
body.
deep blue, yeah.
Same body as a Les Paul. Now one is matte black, the other is a dark blue. But yeah, it's they look right together.
They belong. They belong together.
What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever bought for over a few $100?
That goddamn Behind's orange amp head over there.
I don't think that's ridiculous.
No. That made a lot of sense, actually. Fuck.
And not even just musical, but
I was one of the early adopters of the flat screen TV.
no shit. Back when they were like $4 or $5
I got a 32-inch bottom of the barrel name. The TV weighed, I shit you not, 60 pounds.
Yeah.
And it was $1,500. This was 2007.
I bought a Polaroid brand. Turns out it's just some shit they pulled in China, apparently. But I bought it at Walmart. It was a 32-inch TV, heavy as shit, because they had the transmitters in them, so you could pick up local stations without needing.
That's crazy how that hardware is that fucking heavy.
Yeah.
And you live in a goddamn 10 building. It's like, well, it doesn't matter anyway.
Right.
Got to have that outdoor shit.
Well, and those of that era, they would start to fucking it would go out, so you'd start getting weird colors, or else they would all just go away.
Yeah.
That's what happened to mine. It was like I can plug it in, I can still get sound. Like, well, what the fuck is a TV? This is just a great big stupid heavy radio.
Focus a flashlight on. You're like, well, I can see shit now. Oh, backlight's out, cocksucker.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Commonly, the backlight would almost always malfunction at some point, and that would be the first component to usually go. And it would cost about what you paid for the TV to get it fucking replaced.
Yeah. Just like a printer. It's like, why buy more ink? I'll just buy a new printer.
But it was ridiculous. And now that was in probably 07, 08. 07. Had to be fucking 07. Because I bought it because I was under the incorrect information, but I'm glad I bought it, I guess. But I was under the impression that if you were going to buy a PS3, you had to have a flat screen TV. That it would not work in a CRT, and it turns out, no, it worked fine.
Oh, yeah, you can still get them plugs.
But, yeah, I went out and bought that flat screen TV. But it was a 32-inch, and I want to say it was just south of $1,000.
Woo.
A Polaroid brand. What is it, like eight something, and then you throw in the PS3. It was like a $1,200 day. Just for me to upgrade my technology.
Yeah, but then you knew you were good.
But yeah.
Now look at shit. Like you could upgrade a TV every year if you wanted to.
Yeah, because now you can get one 60 inches. Fuck, say if you're okay with some off names, you can get a 60-inch TV for like $400. Like what?
Right, 4K, ridiculous. Ultra HD. God damn.
Of course, I am the guy that watches the Price is Right. So when they'll roll some shit out and go, oh, it's a Samsung. Like that's a $2,500 TV. They shouldn't cost that much nowadays, but. If you get a really high-end Samsung, they're going to cost you.
Just look at the frame that houses it. The slimmer it is, the more expensive it is. Woo, man. Well, we've covered metal.
Yeah.
Mead's cooking right along.
Yeah, we got a batch still flocculating. Started that 2 weeks ago today. Probably by next week we'll be potentially. I'll monitor it, but if it stopped the active fermentation, we'll move to secondary and put it into a carboy and let it sit for fucking however long we feel like letting it sit. And then in the meantime, we do have a barrel batch that we should have had going by now. I don't know, just getting distracted or whatever.
Well, that one's all right because most of the work is done when that shit enters that barrel.
Well, also if we have none in the barrel. We're going to move a lot more bottle product around here. So
that's right. Ain't got no more mead in a bottle.
Don't want to necessarily be that guy, but but that's how corporations do it. So, like, oh, we don't have the thing you want. Here's the thing it's identical, but it's more of it, and it costs more money.
Yeah, goddamn.
Except in food, which case you make it smaller and charge more money.
That's right. Goddamn, just a normal, regular ass bag of chips, almost $6.
Like a bag of Doritos?
Yeah.
Like a normal, like...
$5.99. Family size, $8.
I don't buy a lot of chips around here, so, I mean...
Well, yeah, but tortilla chips really just all we require around here when we need them.
Yeah, and if I get hard up, I can just make my own fucking tortilla chips, so...
And thankfully, goddamn, what's the $2.22 brand? I think it's now $2.99. There you go. The white bag and the yellow bag.
That's the one I like. I like the white bag.
Yeah, and you can buy 3 of them and not fucking feel like, God, I just wasted like almost $20 on chips. On chips.
But they used to be, what, $1.99, right?
You could get a regular bag of chips for $3.99. $4 regular
Santitas.
size. Oh no, not Santitas. Those used to be $2.
Yeah, that's
they had
what
it
I
right
thought.
on the bag.
Yeah, now they're like $2.30, which is still apparently, given the rate of inflation for all the other bullshit, Santitas it is.
Nah, man, fucking all the other shit just doubled. I was shocked to see that number on a bag.
Yeah.
$6, dude. One more dollar and you can go get yourself a pizza at Domino's. You can actually get a meal. Now, granted, I know not a lot of people view pizza as a
Doritos,
meal.
or do I want a fucking pizza? Well, let me hold on. Let me think here.
I'm gonna go pizza. I'm going fucking like I don't need a family sized bag of Cheetos to end my day. I will take a pan fucking 2-topper though.
I finally got my ass to 80 points, so I'll be using that, and then I'm going to start avoiding pizza for the rest of the summer because old Kev getting a little thick around the middle.
Now you can. I mean, props to getting it up to 80, but you can still rock the free 60-point pizza and just upgrade to a pan for $3.
I know it's too complicated for my dumb ass.
Oh, you want it free?
I'm doing that
like
shit
I don't
on-
want to pay for
I'm
it.
doing that shit on Sunday mornings when my brain is still fucking swollen from the night before. Like
That's the best time to order a pizza.
I'm running around with some Budweiser and encephalitis.
Oh fuck. Well, actually, we don't normally talk about MMA on here a whole lot anymore.
I think it's allowed, right?
Well, yeah. When
Like we talk about football, fuck man.
when
might as
shit
well.
when shit starts getting interesting, yeah, absolutely. So we got Conor McGregor coming back in June in a month to fight Michael Chandler.
I maintain that Conor McGregor is not going to show up for that fight.
A strong possibility.
I think that Dana White nailed it when he said the problem is Conor's got money, and the only leverage the UFC ever has over its fighters and they pay him so fucking little.
Yep.
And I don't want to be one of those guys. By the way, there's a whole internet full of cunts that worry about what fighters get paid. I don't give a shit. You signed a contract, go fuck yourself. I don't care.
Yeah, you read that motherfucker. You put your name on it. Don't bitch.
But the UFC is notorious for fucking guys like just offering fights on it just for nothing, you know.
Sure.
And it becomes really painfully obvious when you get Dana White up there. They roll that fat bastard up behind a mic. He starts talking about Conor
Skinny
McGregor
fat bitch.
and talking about how it's a problem. Conor doesn't really need the money, so it's a little hard. And that told me right then. It's like that they use that leverage on everybody.
Yeah.
And but they can't use it on that guy.
Exactly. That's probably why he hadn't fought in 3. Well,
No.
the
And
first 2 of that I figured was leg fucking rehab.
Well, and I also think the closer
doing
you
Roadhouse.
get to it, the more that guy's going to be like, man, why am I doing this? Especially against Michael Chandler, a guy. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm about 99% sure that guy fucking beats Conor McGregor every day.
Well, I mean, but Conor going to get points across the board. That dude is probably. I mean, they've already sold out. So Conor's getting a piece of that.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to get a piece of the money we pay to watch that fight.
He'll get his ass kicked, but he will get paid. There's no doubt. I mean, that's
It
why
could be
he's
the
doing
end.
it.
This could be the end.
I hope it is, because man,
Unless he wins. Unless
ain't-
he just goes out there and does old Conor shit. Then
He ain't putting anything into that degree. No, he's been busy making movies and shit.
Roadhouse.
And counting his fucking money.
making shitty whiskey and shitty beer.
Beating up old people and raping women according to allegations. And, I mean, a man's got a full plate.
And John Jones has said at 309 he is fighting Stipe, which is hilarious because at 304 that's happening in England, Tom Aspinall defended that interim belt against Curtis Blades.
A defense of an interim belt.
It's the second time it's ever happened.
Yeah, because it's kind of stupid to even introduce an
Like
interim.
defending a belt that isn't real.
Right.
It's it's a ticket. It's a golden ticket.
What do you think that fucking BMF belt was that Max Holloway fucking beat Gaethje to death for?
Man, I'll give UFC this. They portrayed that belt as like, dude, this is not a real championship. This is kind of just a thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
They tried to do that. Everybody else started like, when Masvidal going to defend that BMF belt?
I want to be the BMF. I don't care about being a champ. Yeah, well, kind of.
Yeah. And it ruined the career of that fucking douchebag fucking Gaethje,
Yeah.
who face planted in the. I mean, god damn, that was
Guy was out. That
at
dude was
4:59.
Yeah, 1 second left, and Max
damn.
Holloway fucking planted him. Now, I thought Gaethje might have a shot and might be ahead in the cards. Turned out I was the only one that thought that. Because the internet the next day is like, oh, no. Max Holloway was beating the piss out of him 5 solid rounds.
Dude, he broke his nose in the first round.
Yeah.
That fucked everything. After that, it's like, oh, well, if you're going to be a boxer, you got to be able to breathe.
Yeah.
Can't do that when that shit's fucking hanging off to the left.
Well, we didn't see that highly vaunted wrestling that people, used to bring up a
Fighting
lot.
Max, yeah, well, it's all defensive apparently now. Fuck him. He had it coming. It's Katarov fucking karma coming. Katarov karma.
Katarov, yeah. Yeah, he's one of Katarov's fucking dudes.
Yeah, once that brain bleed heals, why don't you go back over there and fucking train his kid? Go do that. Go do
his
that.
kid's already like the Minister of Defense now, I guess.
Oh, and 1-0 in MMA.
And 1-0.
Yeah, that fight
shit
wasn't set
asses.
up.
Come on, man.
I don't get it. Yeah, it's so fucking gross, man. That Ali Allah fuck himself is a
Ali
piece of shit.
Abdelaziz.
He
Yeah.
is a goddamn life ruiner.
Yeah, he's got a stable of fighters that are, at one time it's like, man, this
He's
guy's
got a stable
loaded.
of hoes. Is
Now,
what he's got.
It doesn't look great now. I mean, Kamaru
No.
Usman does not make your stable look as good as it did a couple of years ago.
None of them do.
Gaethje doesn't really bring
No.
that,
I mean, at least that dude was winning fights at the time. But
Yeah.
god damn, man. You want a bunch of losers coming over to teach a kid how to fight?
And that's it. And every one of them, then like Abdelaziz, is like, well, you're my fighter, so you got to go do this. This is something you got to do. Blah blah blah. And they go over there and see a fucking warlord and fucking pretend like his kid kicks their asses or something. I don't know what all
Oh god damn. Oh god, it's so gross. It is so gross. Fuck it.
Yeah. We watched. Well, it wasn't free because you got to pay for ESPN Plus, but we watched Derek Lewis get a win last weekend.
Had the I mean, it had been a while since Derek Lewis won a fight, and it was really great.
We had some pent up stuff to get off his
Dude.
off his chest, kind of.
Yeah, and I guess he's a big fan of St. Louis or he's not a fan because they know what Derek Lewis' butthole looked like.
That's right, because he had to moon him. So, but he turned right around and said he loves the city. So I don't know.
He thanked them. Like, hey, thanks for letting me moon y'all. Appreciate it.
That's right. Good city. It's a good city.
Nah, man, that's a hard man to hate.
Oh,
I mean,
it'd be weird to me if somebody did.
yeah, it's tough. I mean, goddamn, you talk shit on a man for talking shit on your Popeyes brand. I like that.
Yeah.
I disrespect this man
Represent,
because he said some disrespectful things about Popeyes. I mean, you throw your cup out to the press fucking row.
Yeah. Take shorts off and you fan your knocked out opponent
That
with
was
them.
fucking great. Then go on and say, like, yeah, the UFC have any more cab drivers like that? I'd love to fight them.
Man.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, that was a fun time. That and Buckley getting the win, that felt good, too. It'd been great if, goddamn, I might have already erased that motherfucker's name out of my brain. Who's the one that fucked up and got knocked out in 15 seconds right before that?
Oh, no, it wasn't. No, not Cannonair. Somebody came up along those same ranks and same time. But light heavy, though.
Yeah, I can't remember that motherfucker's name, but he always disappoints.
Yeah.
And he did again.
Well, that's the one thing. Maybe sometimes that is the right option. Like, you know what? That guy makes me so angry. I'm going to just wipe him from my skull, and we'll leave it at that. And that was a free fight. So let me go ahead and pull up the schedule all right quickly. That was the UFC fight night. We'd be talking about Alonzo Menafield. Alonzo Menafield he's 15-4-1. The problem is I feel like we've seen 4 of those in rapid succession, or like in not a long period of time. Alonzo Menafield. Let's double check and make sure I know what the hell I'm talking about right here. Dude is 36 years of age. Mixed martial arts record, again, 15-4-1 draw. So he lost to Carlos Olberg. That was just last Saturday. Now, he did get a win against Dustin Jacoby at 296 and Jimmy Crute at 290. Had that draw against Jimmy Crute, a majority draw. He'd got deducted at a point for grabbing the fence because he's a fucking cheater. Beat Misha Serkinov, Ashkar Mazarov, but lost to William Knight, W.A.S.P, Devin Clark. Yeah, he's fine. But Alonzo Minifield tends to disappoint more than he does to inspire.
And he pulled that off over the weekend. Yeah, well, goddamn. Let's get the fuck out of here.
We good?
I think so. I mean, you
I
got
would just leave the time. I used to keep track. I don't keep track anymore.
You got anything else for the people?
I don't think so. I mean, we'll get her back in 2 weeks. We'll be doing the last Friday of the month of fucking May, which has gone quite quickly, I might add.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, we'll be right back at it again in 2 weeks. Maybe we'll have Krista. She's got new work and stuff like that, so her schedule's a little out of whack. Tried to invite LJ down, but he had to go out of town. We'll get that guy on, get him live on the show, and then we'll jam afterwards. So.
Hell yeah, I think that'd be a good day.
Yeah. Anyway, that'll I guess do it for this fucking time around.
Yeah, I got shit to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we got Paul Bearer to listen to, so there's that.
Got some soul healing.
I don't know about. Well, I guess you're gonna get that 40-watt.
I love. Well, I mean, I'm just talking music in general.
Yeah.
Just like looking forward to it, like it's a fucking joyous occasion.
Right. Even though it's sad bastard music, right?
Yeah. Well, it is Paul Bearer.
It is Paul Bearer. And that is the Mead for Metal podcast. Thanks you bitches for hanging out.
Thanks, sluts.
See you next time.